Imagine you're on your bed, scrolling through YouTube or Instagram, and you come across a guy with his feet magically in the air in a horizontal move. And you later find out that this is called a planche. And this planche is achievable for anyone. So you decide to try it out, right? You decide, I want to do this too. I want to do this in order to get more popular. And imagine that you start your first training session and fail immediately. However, these failures don't bother you. You keep going, and months later, you reach your first milestone, the tuck planche. And this is where you first find out about the power of motivation and progress, right? After this first step, it gets a lot harder to make progress because your body's used to the stress. And so quickly after not making much progress, you start losing motivation. And so you stop training planche for a while. You stop because you're not seeing any progress. You stop because you're getting bored. And the motivation boost has worn off, right? The spark is gone. And imagine that after 2 weeks, you see a different guy holding a planche. And you're reignited, right? You want to train for it again. And this time, you reach straddle planche before once again the strength boosts wear off and you're feeling like you're making no progress again. And the cycle continues. When I was 16 years old, I found out about the planche in this very story. And I had these motivation bumps and then hills and then crashes where I didn't train for 2 or 3 weeks. And at these periods where I didn't train, I just felt done, right? I felt like I didn't want to do it anymore until I got the motivation to do it again, right? And the cycle continued, and I'm still kind of going through it, but I wanted to share how I kind of overcome the mental aspect of it where I lose motivation, right? Because that's how it works. You have a lot of motivation and then you lose it and then it comes back. That's in many people's journeys. And what I figured out was that the changes that you're looking for when you start a journey, or when you're in a journey, really, are gradual and also exponential, right? So let's say you have a goal of 30 push-ups by December, and let's say it's January, right? So imagine you're able to do 5 push-ups in January, right? And your goal is 25 more than that. So you think that each month you can add a certain amount of push-ups and eventually it will reach 30. But that's not how it works for most cases, right? How it actually happened was the first month you added, let's say, 2. And then the next month, 3. And then the next month, back to 2, let's say. And by that point, you're at around 12. And you're thinking, okay, this is going super, super slow. I'm getting kind of tired of this. And you decide not to give up, though, because 30 was your goal and you're going to stick to it. And by month 6, you're at a little less than halfway, right? Let's just say that. And you're getting a little less motivation. But then something crazy happens. After month 6, your results start exponentiating on top of themselves, right? So 3 extra push-ups in June becomes 6 extra in July. And then let's say 10 extra. And then 12 extra. And then whatever, it doesn't matter. It keeps getting higher and higher. And you're like, what the heck? Where was all this before? But that's how growth happens. It happens in an exponential graph rather than a linear one, at least for most things. Like this YouTube channel, for 3 months I had less than 100 subscribers, and then 3 months later I'm at 400 because it grew, because that's how it works. And I just wanted to talk about it because the beginning part where there isn't much progress is where most people quit, right? And the way I was able to stick to it for however long I did, and why I'm still going with Planch and some other goals, is because I learned about this. I learned that it takes the time to transfer over to results. And so today I created a new goal, which was a dead press. And it's an insane move. I'll show it on the screen by some insane guy. And I split it up into little micro goals. And these micro goals will all kind of compound onto each other in order to lead to my ultimate goal, which is a dead press. And so my goal is a dead press in 1 year, right? So the first micro goal is 10 pseudo push-ups, which I think I can do around 7 right now. So I'm going to say in 1 month, I'll be able to do 10 in a row. And then my second goal is a 90-degree handstand push-up. And I think in about... My second goal is a 10-second bent arm planche. And I think in about 6 months, I'll be able to unlock that. I can do around 2 seconds right now, so I'm going to guess that's an accurate goal. I'll see in 6 months if I was right. The third one, where I think I'll gain the fastest progress so far, is the 90-degree handstand push-up. And I think in about 10 months, I'll unlock that one. Just rough estimate. And dead press in a year. And these guesses are later in the year because of the thing I talked about before, the exponential growth. I don't think I'm gonna get anything in 3 months. I think the only time you get something in a very, very short time is if you just start something, or I don't know, you're naturally gifted. I have no idea. But I don't have newbie gains anymore, and I'm not naturally gifted at calisthenics, so those are out the window. So that's what I did. Everything's in the second half of the year, and I'm okay with that, right? It takes some time to kind of come to peace with it, but you know, what can you do? You either get better or you get worse. And so yeah, that's kind of the plan, and I wanted to share that because a lot of other people, you included, if you have this issue, is that you kind of get less motivated because you don't see progress as quick as you want to. And don't quit, don't leave. The progress will come, and it will get faster and bigger than you ever thought before, right? So stay on the journey, don't give up, keep doing what you're doing, and you will see what you can do if you stick to it. So see ya, man.